Buenos días, ¿qué hora Nueva Zelanda? Welcome back to Latin Kiwi. Ya estamos aquí en las cabinas de Planet FM, ya integrados ahora sí en lo que son las vacaciones, otra vez escolares, algo muy positivo para las personas en el tráfico, porque la verdad es una delicia no tener tráfico en esta ciudad. Y aunque ustedes no lo crean, es una ciudad chiquita, pero es una ciudad que se pone bien lo que son con términos de tráfico. Entonces, la verdad es que muy a gusto de que ahorita yo llegué sin problemas, me alcanzó el tiempo para ir a tomarme un cafecito y venir acá a las cabinas de Planet FM, aquí en Auckland, Nueva Zelanda, la ciudad de Las Vegas. Y vamos a tener un programa muy especial, amigos. Ya en un ratito vamos a tener a las chicas de Chiquititos, que nos van a platicar acerca de este proyecto que muchos de ustedes hemos hablado ya anteriormente en Latin Kiwi. ¿Cuántos latinoamericanos constantemente buscan crear conceptos tanto culinarios como de danza, como de muchas otras artes? Y en esta ocasión vamos a hablar de algo más como comunitario, algo más relacionado a crear familias y conexiones desde chiquititos. Ahora sí que al ratito vamos a hablar de todo esto. Tenemos ya aquí a las organizadoras, y lo que vamos a hacer también es tratar de hablar de cómo podemos nosotros también crear conexiones con personas que están haciendo este tipo de labor y ser un poco más comunitarios. Hemos hablado de que nos encantaría crear una comunidad mucho más sólida en este país hermoso, y creo que vale mucho la pena que si tú estás en tiempos, te unas también chiquititos como voluntario, y para que ayudes también a las chicas a crear buenos conceptos como estos. Pero bueno, amigos, también les quiero platicar acerca de que ya estamos muy cerca de la FIFA World Cup. Vamos a estar ahí como medio de comunicación, tratando de cubrir lo más que se pueda. Y va a estar muy interesante porque ya están llegando los equipos, bueno, ya han llegado los equipos, ya están llegando los organizadores, ya se están organizando también todas las personas que viven en este país, en Australia, no solamente para participar en la FIFA de Cup, sino también para ser parte de voluntariado. Muchos de ustedes me estarían preguntando que, qué onda, cómo le podrían hacer para trabajar para la FIFA. Y sinceramente, yo que estoy ya viendo todo esto con ellos, no es que existan trabajos, es todo un voluntariado. Así que si tú quieres estar dentro de lo que es la FIFA, les recomiendo que entren primero a la página, verifiquen, obviamente si estás aquí en Auckland, en Wellington, creo que va a haber otros en Donegal, ¿no? Va a haber partidos también en Donegal, y obviamente Australia. Pues ustedes también se contacten con la página, se registren para el tema de voluntariado, y ahí con mucho gusto ustedes van a poder ser parte de este hermoso e increíble oportunidad aquí en Oceanía. Este fin de semana fuimos a lo que fue la exposición de Egipto en Auckland, Maine. Estuvo muy interesante. Recuerden que ahorita que ustedes están de vacaciones con los niños, puede ser una gran oportunidad para ustedes entrar a lo que es el Auckland de Maine, y evidentemente no solamente explorar todo lo que tiene que ver con el arte maorí que hay en este país, sino también que a los niños les va a encantar la exposición de los T-Rex que están a la entrada del museo, están padrísimos. Aparte tienen una aplicación, se lo digo a todos los papás, porque yo no me había dado cuenta, hay una aplicación por un QR code, que cuando entras al museo, lo puedes nada más cliquear y puedes ver dinosaurios alrededor del museo de una manera virtual. Entonces les recomiendo que si van a ir al museo, hagan este ejercicio, está muy divertido, haces el tour, lo escaneas en tu celular y puedes ver diferentes dinosaurios aparte del líder alrededor del océano. Obviamente están todas las exhibiciones que nos encanta ir a ver, como la de Volcán y la exhibición que está ahorita y por la cual estoy platicando, que es la exhibición de Egipto. La exhibición de Egipto está ahorita hasta el 12 de noviembre, si no me recuerdo, y ustedes pueden ir a verla, cuesta alrededor de $15 por adulto. Si es un niño menor de 5 años es gratis, y si es un niño creo que son como $12 o $10 aproximadamente. Lo tengo aquí en mi video en Instagram para que la gente vaya a verlo. Y si es familia, cuesta $72. Vale la pena si te gusta la cultura egipcia, vale la pena si tus hijos aprecian eso, probablemente muchos hijos les va a valer, no va a importar, como a los míos, la verdad, a los míos, pero se nos estaban ahí perdiendo en medio de la exhibición. Pero realmente yo, si te aprecias el tema de la cultura, hay alrededor de 300 artículos originales traídos de Egipto. Creo que esa es la exposición internacional egipcia más importante que ha traído Nueva Zelanda a vayan al museo. Eso sí es bien importante comentarles que tienes que hacer, que puedes llegar así como al museo, tienes que hacer un booking, tienes que llegar, tienes que pedirlo, y de cierta manera ahí te van a poder disfrutar. Y bueno, pues prácticamente ahorita son las actividades que vamos a estar cubriendo. La más importante, evidentemente, es esta Women's World Cup, donde vamos a tener equipos obviamente de Latinoamérica. Y también es importante comentarles que si ustedes no han comprado sus boletos, es momento de hacerlo. Se están yendo por el pan caliente. Nosotros vamos a estar en el de Italia contra Argentina, que va a ser súper interesante de ver, específicamente porque culturalmente hablando Argentina e Italia comparten muchísimos backgrounds y son muy similares en cuestión a la pasión que le pueden tener a lo que tiene que ver con el fútbol. Entonces va a ser mega interesante esto. Pero bueno, amigos, vamos a la siguiente canción y regresamos con las chicas de Chiquititos, que ya las tenemos aquí presentes en la cabina. Estamos en vivo ahora en YouTube, así que nos vemos allá, Latin Kiwi, YouTube. Vamos para YouTube. Siempre vamos para aquí, quiero ver pero quiero ver si se escucha bien. Dice, hola Ceci, se escucha.
Porque estaba con eso.
Sí, ¿me escuchan? Espérenme. Es que tuvimos un problema de conexión. No se escuchaba bien.
Yo te estaba oyendo.
¿Sí? Sí. ¿Y sí se escuchaba bien? La vez pasada se escuchaba súper mal y de hecho voy a tener que bajar este. Se escucha re bajito, ahora sí se escucha mejor. Perfecto, muy bien. A ver, si quieren, pónganse un poquito más para acá, chicas. Ahora vamos a tener que hacernos todas.
No se rejuntaron, aquí la agarramos.
Ahora sí se nos va a ver la papada mal. No, es cierto. No es cierto.
Ahora sí me conté.
A ver, háganse un poquito más para acá. Te dije, nena, dame un beso. De todos modos, cuando alguien hable, yo les muevo así. Cuando están ustedes hablando, les pongo así. When you guys talk, but you have to be close to this. This is the important one. Este es okay, porque de todos, anyways, I'm gonna record this and I'm gonna upload it after, so I'm gonna edit everything, so it's gonna be better. So you have to concentrate on this, that it's the one that is hearing right now live in Planet FM. Chicas, les voy a contar rápidamente que tenemos de invitados a las chicas de Chiquititos y vamos a estar aquí tratando de expresarles un poquito de cuál es este proyecto. Y es importante que también sepan que yo después voy a editar este video porque tuvimos un problema de conexión, como a veces llega a pasar. Y bueno, no quiero cortar la oportunidad. So let's see. So we're gonna speak English and Spanish today, guys. Remember, that's the good part of Latin Kiwi. You can learn English as well. No solo español. Entonces ahorita les voy a preguntar. I'm gonna start first, like you guys gonna introduce yourself, and then you're gonna talk about like why you start this and blah blah blah, and then we just go like we just did before. Sí, si quieres de una vez.
¿Ya quieres empezar?
Yeah.
¿Está en YouTube, cierto?
Sí. Regresamos a Latin Kiwi. Welcome back. So we have a special guest today. Today we're going to speak a little bit both languages because we are Latin Kiwi, right? So we are Latinas and also we are Kiwis. And today I have here a very special guest that they called Chiquititos. Buenos días, chiquititos.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Morning.
So today I wanted to introduce a beautiful, I don't know how to say, like a beautiful project related to families that are conformed by Latinos and Kiwis. So please, guys, welcome to Latin Kiwi. Could you tell me a little bit more about you guys?
So we are a play group.
You're fine.
So we're a play group. Mostly we theme in Spanish language. Hablamos español.
Sí, muy bien. Eso está padrísimo.
Fácil. Nos reunimos los días lunes y tenemos actividades para los preescolares.
Ok.
Entonces nuestro grupo va de 0 a 5 años. Tenemos
de 0 years.
Tenemos uno que tiene el más pequeño 3
Oh my
meses.
God, está chiquitito. That's a very chiquitito
Bien
Latin
chiquitito.
Kiwi.
Very chiquitito.
This is a very like chiquitito Latin Kiwi.
Yeah. So we have families from Colombia, Mexico, Chile, Argentina, hopefully Peruvians next week.
Spain as well?
Yeah, Spain.
Oh, wow, muy bien.
Russia.
Wow.
Kiwis, of course.
So one of the things I wanted to say, like I was talking to them, and of course I've been in New Zealand for probably 14 years, and you never put yourself in the position to say what I'm gonna do when I have family, because you generally come here and everything is so like new for you that sometimes you never go to the part of what are gonna happen if I have family in New Zealand. I'm gonna be by myself. I don't know if I'm gonna have a community where I can rely. So I think it's a very important project when you have this opportunity to start something for someone. So could you just introduce as well you and tell us, because you are from New Zealand here in Aotearoa, so could you explain a little bit more about why you get into this beautiful Chiquititos group?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was keen to find a space for my son to be able to connect to both of his roots, so his Kiwi roots and his Latino roots. And in doing so, I stumbled upon Chiquititos, and yeah, the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah, so just space where it's obviously quite different here in terms of the culture, the language, and I just wanted really a space for him to be able to kind of be a part of his Latino roots here in New Zealand in the absence of being in Latin America.
Yeah. So how many moms are doing this project? Are you just by yourselves? Who else is in this project? Could you tell us a little bit more about who else is here?
So we are 3 moms. Miriam, hi Miriam.
Hi, hola Miriam.
So I'm in charge of the sessions, like running the activities and curriculum planning. And Alicia is the treasurer. And then Miriam is our admin leader. So she deals with all the emails and talking with the ministry and our, what's the name of that? The person that advises that we have.
Super.
So we work as a team. We do little bits, like 10 little ants. We all go together.
But you guys told me like this group started before, like probably 12 years ago, 13 years ago with someone else, right? So you guys are now in charge of this new generation of Latin Kiwis, Chiquititos, right?
Yes. So this started with like house meetings. So the moms, like a tiny group, they used to meet in a house. Until 2010, they decide to like put like the label, right? Like a playground.
Okay.
And then, it started to be Chiquititos, like a group.
So do you guys find this project also rewarding for you? Like you guys feel like also for you as moms with little Chiquititos from Latin America and New Zealand, you also get rewarded with this idea, this space that you create?
Definitely. And we are volunteers. So we just put everything in it. Sometimes even our little money, but we do the effort.
Because this is not, you don't have any like sponsors or someone else. How you pay for all of these activities? Because we have to tell or explain the people. Like when you hire, for example, a venue here in New Zealand, at least you have to pay for it. So how you guys make this sustainable?
So I guess we're lucky in a way in that the resources that we have that have been built up over time, really quality and quite diverse for the Chiquititos. So that's really fantastic. But, the room hire alone, the venue is very costly. We get a small contribution from the Ministry of Education from a funding perspective. And we also take a small contribution from our families that join us, but that doesn't actually cover the cost. So it is a challenge. No one in the administration is financially rewarded. So, you talked about, why do we do it? Is it rewarding for us? I think it has to be because we're very passionate. I think that's what's keeping, us engaged with, kind of keeping things going.
So in terms of volunteers, how you guys attract them? Like there's any plans behind this? Because at the end of the day, you also are moms and I'm a mom. So one of the things we generally face is that your days cannot be planned as you want it. Just like really you want to make it like, oh, I'm gonna do this at this time and then I'm gonna do the blah blah blah. But in between, one of your kids gets sick or one of them are not in a good mood, so there's no way you can go out with them. So in terms of volunteers, how you attract them or how you can invite more moms to be part of this and make it even more sustainable.
So we just got 2 volunteers and we lost it. Like,
Oh no, why? What happened?
So they just arrived to New Zealand like a month or something ago. So they were trying to find a job, right? And then so their day off is like Tuesday and Wednesday, so it wouldn't really work with us. But they were so great and we were so happy. So they didn't have kids, so it was a little bit easier for them to sort of manage their time. This volunteer thing is like a new idea that we had, because before it was just one person in charge, one like session leader. And now that we're 3, we can work better around that idea. So we can focus in more activities by age, because we have babies and we have toddlers. So at some point, the toddler stands and then just wonder, and we really want someone that can help us to direct that.
In terms of, for example, you guys have any knowledge about how to handle kids in terms of security? Because of course you have plenty of kids there. I will be a little bit scared. I was the first one to like, no, I'm not, I can do this, because if I cannot even control mine, how you find a way to control the other guys, or how you find these resources also in terms of education with kids and activities.
Yeah, so the struggle is real.
The struggle is real, I guess. Well,
my little one, sometimes she can't just face the fact that I'm not just mom 100% there, and I'm like guiding the activities. So yeah, she struggles a little bit, but she's fine.
You did this before in your country, or this is something new for you as well?
This is new. I'm actually a nurse.
That's good, at least.
I've just worked with adults before, not kids, but I've been, since I'm a mom, I've been doing more of my research and some workshops and, breastfeeding classes and stuff that I would like to put into it and share with more moms, because it's hard, motherhood around and just far from your homeland. So, yeah.
Wow. What about you? Have you had any experience before with kids, or just with your ones?
Just with mine and nieces and nephews, so I guess it's the same kind of thing. But yeah, I think just kind of providing that structure, that really knowing kind of what's happening for the sessions, having the right venue and space. We're really fortunate in our venue's really good. It's got an indoor area, so that the children are really nice and supported in there. With obviously with parents around as well, but there's also a lovely outside play area, so you can have that kind of balance of indoor and outdoor activities. So yeah.
So for example, you are married with a Colombian, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Johnny.
Say hi to Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hola, Johnny. ¿Cómo estás? So for you, for example, how challenging can be to raise kids in two cultures? Like Colombian, it's quite different to Kiwi, but as well, you're Kiwis born here and raised here. So how you guys connect the dots to raise both?
No, absolutely. I don't think we've got all the answers at all, but I guess just kind of having that kind of understanding and focus on kind of us being in one community environment that is very much one of the cultures, but trying to include other parts of the culture, language, food, activities, different aspects, kind of engaging with family, as much as we can, and just really.
Do you have now a Colombian favorite food that is already part of your life?
All of them. Yeah. All of them. And sometimes
guaro, de vez en cuando, once in a while.
Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you get integrated as well to the culture. Like us, like right now, I love pies, for example, kiwi pies, all these type of things that I know if I go back to Mexico, I will miss it. Like my flat whites. You have this new also options in terms of eating.
It's
in
so
your
exciting.
kids, for example, when you do the lunchbox, do you do like Kiwi style or Colombian style or mix?
I think it's just really a mix, and you know, kind of our boys a little bit younger now, so you know, kind of I think it will probably you know build over time as well. But yeah, he's kind of
I always intrigue me this when I see couples that are from different countries. Intrigue me a lot because like how they do that and this and that and that. I am with a Mexican and it's already a mess. It's not true. It's not true. What about you?
Yeah, so my little one is a big eater, so she just loves everything. We just had like Turkish food the other day. She just ate my two falafels. So she's really good.
But you are married with a Chilean or
no? He's from Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, as well, it's a different culture. It's something that you also have to embrace with your kids. For example, in your houses, you speak Spanish or English? How you manage that?
I speak Spanish.
Okay, you speak Spanish.
I think Kobe is learning the same that Phil is learning the same words, and they're learning together. But we go to the play center, so she's around English too. So I think she just speaks the easier word.
And probably the kids choose English.
So she's more of like an Spanglish thing.
To play.
Yeah.
For example, in Chiquititos, how you guys see the difference in between, for example, when my kids met another Latino little kids, I always say, oh, they're going to speak Spanish, but they choose to speak English. What happened in the Chiquititos?
So far, they just go with Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, and wow.
I don't know. I think that they feel more comfortable with the language around. You know, even my little one, and I've seen some other kids, they just go easier with someone that speaks the same language. Maybe it's because somehow your mom's language, so it's just for them it's more comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of a struggle sometimes with the English, but I think they're just too little yet. So
yeah.
They're just
that's good. What are your kids as well and the Chiquititos? Do you think they choose go for Spanish or?
So I think one of the great things about Chiquititos is that it is an environment that is immersed in the Spanish language. So I've seen a lot of bilingual children over time, and that reverting kind of to the most I guess safest language for them that they feel around their environment, and I think that's one of the important things about Chiquititos. It is a safe environment for them to speak Spanish, and that's what probably encourages those that might kind of maybe revert to English because that's all around the community are actually comfortable with speaking Spanish in that setting. The parents are speaking Spanish, the other kids are speaking Spanish. It's like, okay, this is safe, this is my space.
I love it. We're gonna go back to you guys after this song, and also to know about more the perspective of mothers, because we were also talking about that you guys have a plan as well for them. So we will be back after this song that it's
Estrellita.
For Chiquititos, Estrellita. Vamos a ver. Ay, pues. Saludando. Hola Arturo, ¿cómo estás? Dice, I come in to explain it's one of the pleasures now to beautiful person. Blah, blah, blah. Gracias, Dani. Hola, mi querido Humberto, te mando un saludo. Ay, yo ya me estoy aquí peleando con mi propio micrófono.
Dura poco esta canción, así es que...
Vamos a también a hablar ahorita acerca del tema de las mamás. ¿Qué pasa cuando las mamás también están buscando una comunidad? Porque nos ha pasado a nosotros, por ejemplo a mí, de que cuando cambias tu chip de working holiday a work visa a mamá, es completamente diferente. Entonces también recuerden de compartir este video. De todos modos, yo voy a hacer otro video con las cápsulas para que tengan toda la información y también ustedes puedan contactar a las chicas de Chiquititos si ustedes quieren ser parte de los voluntarios o si quieren ser parte de las mamás que asisten a esto. Ahorita les voy a preguntar cuánto cuesta, en dónde, todo ese tema. Entonces, para que ustedes, si quieren alguna pregunta, háganlo. Si quieres ser voluntario con ellas, trabajan con niños. Sobre todo si, por ejemplo, tienes alguna educación con niños, vale mucho la pena. Es que pongan mucha atención y practiquen su inglés. We are back here in Latin Kiwi. Hey guys, well, we are here with the Chiquititos group with Latin American and Kiwi moms who are doing amazing job related to create bridges with Latinos and Kiwis and even people who are not literally from Latin America, because you guys also have a Russian family there. So it's more about if you wanted to be part of this Chiquitito project, you are welcome. So now I want to talk about the moms, because at the end of the day, if your kids are there and all of them are playing around, moms as well are there. So what happened to them? Like, what is the activities for a mom while you guys are in the chiquititos?
So, can I switch to Spanish?
Sí, por favor. Let's do it in Spanish now.
Sí, bueno, nosotras hasta el momento nos hemos estado enfocando obviamente en los niños. Tenemos actividades planeadas para ellas, estamos trabajando hard en el currículum, pero nos gustaría poder contar con voluntarias para que ellas retomaran estas actividades, ¿cierto? Las pudieran llevar a cabo y nosotras preocuparnos un poquito más de las mamás. Muchas veces estamos lejos de casa, nos sentimos, ¿cierto?, sin ánimo, ya las energías no son las mismas, sleep deprived o...
Sí.
Entonces queremos tratar de poner algunos talleres para ellas que pueden tener disponibles, tratar, no sé, de ver qué temas les interesan, a lo mejor de breastfeeding, acerca del destete, para algunas que sabemos que es un
Sí,
struggle.
sobre todo eso. En español ayuda mucho.
Sí, así que no es algo que tú puedas encontrar acá muy fácilmente, no puedes llegar y acceder, ¿cierto?, a una consultant. Entonces queremos hacer esto obviamente for free para nuestras mamás. Y para eso necesitamos de la ayuda de volunteers para poder...
¿Qué hacen los voluntarios para que la gente sepa y a dónde tendrían que presentarte y cuántas horas tendrían que estar trabajando?
Sí, bueno, nosotros nos reunimos los lunes durante seguimos el term de las escuelas.
Ok.
Entonces es de 9:30 a 11:30 y las voluntarias obviamente estarían siempre, yo siempre voy a estar ahí,
Okay.
Así que siempre las voy a apoyar y las voy a guiar y yo les voy a pasar las actividades. En el fondo ellas solamente van a dirigir a las mamás y a los niños así como ya nos vamos a parar ahora, vamos a aplaudir o vamos a hacer tal canción.
¿Dónde se encuentra Chiquititos? Where you guys are?
Esto es en el Community Center de Answorth Heights.
¿Y es de 9:30?
A 11:30.
A 11:30. Entonces sería como que el term probablemente para las chicas voluntarias sería probablemente de las 9 como a las 12 por ahí, porque pues tienen que recoger y hacer varias cosas.
En
¿no?
realidad nosotros tratamos de hacerlo todo dentro de ese horario. Tenemos, generalmente espero un poquito, no partimos exacto a las 9:30 porque algunas mamás llegan un poquito más tarde y está bien. Así
Sí,
que
total.
un cuarto para las 10 partimos con nuestras canciones. Tenemos nuestra canción de chiquititos muy linda ahí. Luego hacemos algunas dinámicas, bailamos y de ahí se separa el grupo. La idea es que los más grandecitos pinten, hacemos rock painting o a veces actividades con la Play-Doh. Queremos incluir ahora el Messy Play igual para nuestros chicos, así que ahí vemos cómo está el clima, si se puede los dejamos salir. Sí. Tenemos un área de playground afuera que es bien entretenida y ahora estamos juntando nuestros autitos, estos ride-on,
Sí.
Tenemos un ball pit, así que sacamos todo lo que podemos y ellos salen a jugar y después tratamos de juntarnos para el morning tea como un cuarto para las 11. 11:15 ya empezamos a guardar, a ordenar y a las 11:30 ya estamos más o menos listos.
Wow.
Y
¿Cuántas mamás,
cooperan.
por ejemplo, estás teniendo ahorita en lunes?
Entre 7 u 8 somos el grupo que está como regular.
Okay.
Ahora en invierno es un poquito difícil porque obviamente los niños ya se
enferman,
uno,
sí,
pero y ahí vamos como más o menos, pero sí es como 7 más o menos las que somos 8.
Wow. ¿Y como cuántos voluntarios necesitarías?
Mira, al menos una.
Sí.
Al menos
una que sea buena.
Al menos una que
se aviente.
Sí, porque yo igual estoy ahí, entonces por
Claro.
último ella puede o tomar los bebés o los toddlers y yo tomo el otro grupo. Y ya después con más tiempo, idealmente si fuesen 2 que hicieran solo las actividades, yo podría dedicarme a hacer algo con las mamás. Así como llevar algún taller, tener a alguien que nos pudiera ayudar a hacer alguna manualidad o yo dirigir alguna actividad que a ellos les gustara o conversar simplemente. Así que en eso estamos.
Genial. Y por ejemplo, ustedes ahora que están en invierno, like now you guys are in winter, do you are planning to do something, or we were talking about like, because generally it's inside the venue, during the school holidays, you also create some activities outside the venue. So do you have any plans close to the day, something that you can share about it?
Yes, so we're trying now a new thing. So we want to have the school holidays for us. So we're not going to have sessions when it's school holiday, but we want to meet somewhere else. Okay. And because it's winter, it's harder to just go to a park, right? So we're just trying to find like a tiny little cafe or nice area with a playground for the kids so we can do some outdoor activities, or the museum, for example. That's like a great idea, cool. To just go and meet with the moms there and go around like a group.
Sí.
So that's what we want to do.
And you guys have, for example, any like social media where we can see the activities, or when someone can just call you or send a message or something?
Yeah, so we have the Facebook page and the Instagram now. So
It's
trying to put-
Chiquititos, right?
yes,
Chiquititos
it's
Facebook
Chiquititos
and Chiquititos
Playground, I
Instagram.
think. Yeah,
Chiquititos Playground,
yeah,
Facebook and Instagram.
yes.
So they can send you messages or
Yeah, I
connect
think it's
with
open.
you.
The Instagram and that Facebook is open. We have another private for the moms that are part of the group, of course.
Okay.
We post pictures of our kids or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, the other ones are open for the community, so they can just go and find us.
I love it. I think we have to organize something as well with you guys, because I think there's a lot of community in New Zealand. Well, more than ever, because everything I know because I talked with someone who measures the community sizes, and I was invited with ethnic community organization. I think this is the name, I don't remember. And when we were there, we were a lot of leaders from different communities, like Latin Americans, from Middle Easters, Asians, Indians. And I was very surprised when was the section of the Latin America. I was like, oh, I want to know what they're going to say about us. No, I was like, oh my God, I'm scared. But no, was everything good? I didn't want to have any surprises there. Like a mom, like what's they gonna say about my kid? You don't really know. So they said that we are one of the most fastest growing communities in the country. Like, we may still small, we still not, of course, a huge community,
Yeah.
but we are growing very fast. And as I understand, I was because, of course, Latin Americans are getting families here, so you have more little Latinos, and of course we grow fast. So we are like a little bunnies right now. So that's, I think, what was it. I think someone like him can say yes, or we are two little bunnies here. So I was thinking about it, like there's a moment when sometimes when you create projects like this, you don't feel supported because there's no so much people like from our community that can say, okay, I can be your sponsor, or I can send you some volunteers. Because at the end of the day, one of the things that I'm always admired from Asians and Indians are always very connected, and they find a way to make things going on, and they are very well educated. I don't know how to say. They just create these bridges in between the cultures, and they create huge, amazing, beautiful festivities and stuff. And of course, you cannot compare with them. They are huge, like they're the most biggest communities of immigrants in New Zealand. But at least we, in our small little community, can make a difference if we want to be part of these projects and make it more solid. Because at the end of the day, it's benefits for their own community, their own chiquititos, their own moms, they are our people. It doesn't matter even the ethnic, it's people,
Yeah.
So they're moms.
Yeah.
So in your own opinion, what do you think could be a good idea to invest more time with your group, or how you can tell them, like, guys, what would be the best ideas to attract more people from the community? Maybe restaurants that want to be part, or maybe people in business, or organizations, I don't know, because you just have the help from the council, right? The Auckland.
Yeah. So
This is the only-
absolutely. I think that, everyone's in a different position, depending where they're coming from. So from my perspective, I think there's so many ways to help, and what that position looks like really depends on you. So it could be as simple as spreading the word so that our community knows that
You
it's
guys
available.
exist,
Yeah,
yes.
and we've got spaces. So, we're keen to, welcome new families, or, it could be, a case that they could, provide some sponsorship, or, just support us in any way if they have a particular business, maybe, donating something for a raffle, or, anything. But, I guess the most important thing is that, people have awareness that we exist, and we can, be able to engage, families and keep our service running, so that there's that place to come together.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's also a community job. It's something that we maybe haven't understand. Like, when we have these spaces, it's a community space where you also can be, not necessarily if you kind of go Mondays, because I understand like a lot of people can not do it Mondays because they work or anything. at least you can be a sponsor, or at least you can work or help during the activities you guys organize in between the holidays, or somehow be involved. For example, if there's moms that want to be part of Chiquititos and they just go 2 times a month, you also are okay with that? Like,
Yeah,
casuals.
we do have like the option of paying per term, or you just pay $4 per session.
Oh
So
yes, I didn't ask you about
Yeah.
the cost. How
Yeah.
this cost for the mom?
it's 4 per family, so they
$4?
just pay. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah,
$4
so
is
if they
amazing.
don't want to, like, if you can like pay the whole thing because you don't know if you're going to go regular, or you just want to try the session, you just go and pay the 4. So they have that option.
Wow, $4 is not even a flat white. I think right now long blacks are $5, so expensive. So it's a
Yeah.
great value for money, because if you pay $4, you stay there for probably hours.
2 hours.
2
Yeah.
hours. It's a very good
Yeah.
value for money, and also you get relationships with the moms, because you guys explain a little bit about when this group started with a group of moms in a house, just a reunion, everything become now Chiquititos. But you also talked to the creator of this group, and she told you that they still being connected. Could you talk about a little bit more the impact
Yeah.
after having these spaces?
Yeah, it was like really exciting, and I became like emotional when I talked to them, because we just do what we can, and then you try to look for what do you want to do, how is this going to work, but then to see that someone else was trying the same and before, and they just sort of give you that push that you need to like keep doing it. So like 4 or 5 months, then they just send me the message through that private group that I just joined, that I didn't even know that existed before. And they just said how huge that was for them, like as a mom, that the friendship that you need at that time, that
Sí,
person just
total.
next to you to talk about
Yeah, I know.
motherhood,
Yeah.
and then for the kids. So
Yeah.
they still have this meeting sometime. They still have that friendship. They keep contact to each other. So I think that's like really something. Like we really need that.
Yeah, I think it's a great, great, great opportunity to also do good friends for life. So we're going back again with you guys, and we have something very special for the Colombian community de Encanto, una canción de Encanto. Ahí está. Eso, muy bien. Bueno, quiero platicar algo rapidísimo. Chicos, les quiero contar rapidísimo que, de hecho, Encanto va a estar probablemente en Maori también. Encanto is going to be on Maori language, probably. It's already happened with
Coco.
Mexican Disney movie Coco.
Coco, I
They
saw
are
it.
they are now in Terreo, and now Disney Terreo is going to work now with Encanto. So it's going to be super
That's
cool.
so cool.
So, chicos, para que sepan también, es bien importante que si... Yo creo que voy a abrir un espacio de grupos como ella ahí en la página web, para que las personas que estén interesados en contactarse con ellas le puedan dar clic a esta parte de la página y vayan directamente con ellas, para que ustedes puedan obviamente estar directamente ahí. I was telling them like, I think it's gonna be good, maybe, like I talk to you guys, because my website, it has a lot of people like sometimes go for information and they just want to know what to do, especially when they are new. As soon as you start to get it, you disappear from my audience. They love me when they are new, but then they betrayed me after. And they don't care about me after, right? No, no es cierto. No es cierto. No, pero I think it's a very good idea. Maybe I'm going to open like a section in my website where I can just add people like you guys, like you have these spaces, and I can just send the people to the website, so that through the website they can just join you, or they send you an email or a message. Because again, I told you before, like I've been in your position. I've been right now in this position where we do this for the community and to make good in life or for others. And sometimes it's very frustrating when you don't get not even a thank you, And it is sometimes very hard. But I think if in my case I can help with that space,
Amazing.
I will very happy to do it, and
Thank
constantly
you.
tell my people, hey guys, if you are here or you have a baby that you have kids.
you.
Yeah, I was just thinking now that we were talking, I was like, oh, I know what I can do. This is something that I can do without any problem. So
Thank you.
no de
So
nada.
cool.
Sí, sí, sí.
Eso es muy importante.
Sí, 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 porque al final del día creo que, as you said, like there's a lot of impact, especially with moms as well. They are by themselves. You don't have any friends. It's a very, very vulnerable time, you know?
Yeah.
We all be there.
Yeah.
Like when you feel so alone sometimes, or you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You want to tell someone else, but you don't know how, where, how. And I think this space has helped a lot. So yeah.
Totally.
And later maybe for Christmas, we got this, my brain goes very fast. Sorry, guys.
And I'm the same.
I hate it. I hate
I'm the
it.
same, like-
Sometimes I have to just slow down. Is it acabó? No, ¿verdad?
No.
Okay. Because on Christmas, in October, is something that no one really knows, but I don't think they gonna pay attention of this. I'm gonna organize with Maori artists the Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead with Maori art. So it's gonna be Mexican
Awesome.
and Maori. So it's gonna be super
Oh.
amazing.
Qué bueno.
And we want to have a section for kids. So we can invite you to do the section with them, and then you can talk with more people, and then you can talk with more people. So I can create this space for Chiquititos area, so you can have this space for you with the theme, with
That'll be
the
amazing.
theme of
Amazing.
Day of the Dead.
We've always wanted to celebrate that.
Yeah.
Miriam will love
pues,
it.
sí, pues la mexicana, ¿no?
We have
Una
two
mexicana.
Mexicans in the group, so.
Well, listen. Well, welcome back to Latin Kiwi. Thank you very much for being here tuned today. Remember, we are here every Monday at 11:35, and we speak English and Spanish. So if you are a Kiwi who love Spanish, or you are in love with Latin Americans, this is your place. Latinos y Kiwis y todos son bienvenidos. Everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you love Spanish, this is your space. Remember, you can follow me on www.latinkiwi.com, where also we're going to have Chiquititos section, so you guys can also connect with them in case you want to know a little bit more about the activities, you want to know about how much it costs, where these girls are going to gather, or if you want to be a volunteer, that's a great space to just spot Chiquititos. They also have their own social media, but we are just find a way to connect with them through Latin Kiwi. So just to almost finished, I just wanted also to know about, for example, festivities. What do you do in Christmas? Now we were talking about that. What do you do in special occasions for the Colombians, from the Mexicans, from the Chileans? Do you also do something for the little Chiquititos?
So that's what we want to do. I already have like birthdays for the kids and like the special festivities for every country in the calendar. So we really want to celebrate that. To decorations, maybe someone can go and do some like typical dance or folklore. Someone can go and play music. So I already contacted some like people that might be willing to go and do it. So I just need to work around that, but hopefully it's gonna work.
Yeah, because it's so special as well to create these spaces for the little kids when they also can feel like the culture in the dances or in the food, or maybe you can show them to cook arepas, that it's something that is very easy. Yeah. So sometimes what happens with our kids is through the experience is where they learn more. Because you can talk about the country and say, oh yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, but they don't experience that. So you guys go back to Chile or do go to Colombia often or not too much? It's difficult.
After the pandemic, we just been here locked for ages, and I managed to travel just in summer. So we spent like 2.5 months there, and my little one came back speaking like
Chileno.
Never before. Yeah.
Chileno.
Just Chileno.
That's a very
not even Spanish.
That's a different Spanish.
Not even Spanish. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So, where are you from originally from Chile? Like from whereabouts?
Santiago.
Santiago de Chile, claro, no. Ciudad muy bella. We've been there. We have good memories. I was a little bit scared about the earthquakes. And I am from Mexico City. That is also
you also
huge.
have a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah.
I think Chile, Peru, and Mexico will be the most famous countries for crazy earthquakes. But I was like, oh my gosh, I've never experienced one Chilean earthquake, so it's different.
Yeah, but I think we just are so used to it that
You're
we don't
so
even
used
move
to
anymore.
it.
We're just like,
I can.
It's happening.
It surprised me. Like I had a lot of friends from Chile, and they were like, "Ah, yes, it's just it's another." We were like,
yeah, no,
guys,
we just stay there. sitting
Yeah.
there, just-
yeah, I like they are very chill out. What about you? What was your last time you went to Colombia?
Oh yes, a few years back now. But yeah, hopefully on the cards in the not so distant
Yeah.
future, but also welcoming family here. So
As well.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's probably would be the most easiest because we have to travel with kids, and as well it's another story, like how to travel with kids, keep them okay in the planes, and especially with little ones are super difficult as well for them. But bring your family here, it would be probably the easiest way. This is what I've generally done the last probably years. I bring my mom here. That is the only one that I have in Mexico. So I help them here. So you have any families here? For example, you're from New Zealand, but I don't know if you're from Auckland.
Yeah, yep. No, I've got a big
That's
family
good. That's
around
good.
as well. So that's really nice. But
Oh,
so
that's
I
amazing.
think that's nice because it's here and it's
At least.
available, and it's the other thing is to kind of bridge that kind of other piece of the puzzle.
Thank you very much, girl, for coming today to Latin Kiwi. Thank you for taking the time. I know you guys also been very busy. So if you want to say something before we leave?
Just thanks to you for
Gracias.
having us, and then hopefully all the people can join us, and if other mamas out there will welcome you.
Gracias. Muchas gracias a las dos. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next Monday, 11:35 here on Planet FM. Gracias. Bye-bye.
Gracias.
Oh my gosh. So hot here.
It is.
Gracias, chicas.
No,
Bueno, ahorita nos despedimos
gracias.
afuera,
Ya.
porque ahorita viene otro chico y we all go fast from this place. Everything is like run. I talked to you outside just to organize with you about the website and stuff. Sí, porque creo que va a ser más fácil. Again, I say always, like, we need people who help. ¿Sí? ¿Te gusta? Gracias, chicos. Les quiero platicar, de hecho estoy como toda en movimiento, que vamos a organizar bien los en vivos de Latin Kiwi semanal, porque obviamente aquí en la cabina es un rollo. Lo que sí voy a hacer es grabar y después voy a editar las cápsulas para que ustedes tengan toda la información resumida de lo que hablamos. Ustedes pueden escucharme desde planetfm.com, ahí ustedes pueden escucharme, y también en Spotify un día después de esta sesión. Pero yo creo que vamos a tener que hacer nuestros en vivos como antes, ya sea el sábado, que sería viernes de ustedes, o el lunes, pero más tarde, como a la 1. Por favor, escríbanme qué les gusta más, porque créanme que cuando eres uno solo, antes tenía Monse me ayudaba, pero ahorita, amigos, vean, parezco loca, entre cables y micrófonos y gente que se me cae, como esta vieja, ¿qué le pasa? Se volvió loca. Entonces, nos vemos la próxima. Les mando un beso. Gracias, chicos. Y bueno, suscríbanse, ¿ok? Chao.